If you've ever needed a cosigner for an apartment or struggled to get approved because of your credit, this video is for you. I'm about to break down 10 companies that can help you get approved for housing, pay rent in smarter ways, and in some cases, even let you use a credit card to pay your rent. The best part, some of these services report your rent payments to the credit bureaus, so you're building credit while paying rent anyways. Let's get into it. All right, guys, this first company that we have is called the Guarantors. What they do is, let's see. So it says your key to getting in the home you want. Didn't get approved. Let us act as guarantors. How to get in the door, step one, right? Apply for the home in the Guarantors network, and then they're going to determine your eligibility based on the property's requirements. The step two is they're going to personalize the pricing to your application. You purchase coverage from the Guarantors and move into the home. So that's the Guarantors, and it breaks down, a lease guarantee function as a traditional insurance policy, but the landlord is the beneficiary. The renter buys a rent coverage policy to qualify to rent the home they may not otherwise qualify for, and the policy insures the landlord for the term of the renter's lease. Turn my phone off. It says if you fail to pay your rent, the policy will reimburse the landlord, and you will be liable to the Guarantors for the payment. And they also go into what is deposit coverage. It's a security deposit alternative that may be included in your policy. The landlord determines if your lease guarantee policy includes rent coverage only, or also includes deposit coverage. If included, you pay a non-refundable fee to purchase it. All right, so that's the first company, the Guarantors. Next company on the list I have for you guys is Qira, right? Qira. Look, renters. Right. And it says the most resident-friendly rent payment portal in the industry. They also offer pay later services. So it's no monthly subscription, unlike other options on the market. Some of them make you pay a monthly subscription. Their renters can opt in to a pay later for any amount of money they would like to defer, offering them total flexibility. It comes with lower fees and fully integrated. And with a lot of these companies, some of them are not operating in every state, so you have to just check to make sure that the company's operating in your state. So then they have their security deposit program. Keep your cash in your pocket. Why come out of pocket for an expensive security deposit at the move-in? For a nominal fee, we will front the money to your property manager and allow you to control your finances. Customer support, and you only deal with them once you move out. Then they have the resident portal. It's available across multiple channels. They're available on mobile, desktop, in the App Store, and Google Play. Pay your rent way. They accept payments via debit card, credit card, ACH, or money order. So you can pay your rent through them with a credit card. That's a pretty good feature. So if you have any questions about Qira, you'll find out down here. Again, that's Qira, Qira.com, Qira.com. So the next one is standby.io. This is a security deposit. Never worry about security deposits again. The traditional security deposits are a hassle. Standby deposits make things easier for owners, operators, and residents. Residents can keep their cash, and operators don't compromise on peace of mind. For owners and operators, so if you're a homeowner, you can use them as well. It says we'll guarantee the full amount of the security deposit on behalf of your resident. Standby deposit manages all of your deposits for you, preventing commingling in funds. For residents, hold on to your cash. Keep your money for things you care about with no upfront deposit required. Low monthly fees. You can pay as little as $4 a month for your standby deposit. No hidden fees, no sneaky fine print, and no confusing financial lingo. When your lease ends, if the property manager needs to draw on your standby deposit, you're responsible to cover the cost. The damages in the property, you don't come out of pocket for that. You won't get your deposit back. It says resident applies for a standby deposit. Provide your details and breeze through the application. Once approved, you'll receive a standby deposit as an alternative to a cash deposit at standby.io, and they will help you with your security deposit. Now, the next company that I have is called Baselane, right? It's Baselane.com. Everything you need to make rent payments easier. Built for a new generation of renters, Baselane's online tenant portal gives you more options to make and manage your payments. Inflexible payment options, pay rent however you want by ACH transfer, debit, or credit card. You can view your payment history, track paid deposits, view your lease details, and keep your payments and banking details secure. Again, you can also pay with a credit card. So by paying with that credit card and then paying the credit card off, you're going to get credit for that utilization, positive payment history. But Baselane will also report to the credit bureaus. So this particular company will help you boost your credit score by using it. Um, they're going to report on-time rent payments to Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. And that's pretty much it. Just some testimonials, right? You can invite your landlord, and I don't see any FAQs for them. So they don't have any FAQs. Probably could call or contact them if you had questions, right? So that's Baselane. I said Baselane. I meant to say Baselane.com. Baselane.com. Next company that Jetty. Their products, they offer the security deposit replacement, right? And then Jetty credit, where you can build credit by paying your rent. Save money by replacing your expensive security deposit with a low cost alternative. So again, you guys that are having problems with security deposits, this particular company will probably be for you. But this is security deposits, co-signing, rental assistance to help you pay your rent, where you can break it up into payments and stuff like that. Spend your cash on what matters with one-time or monthly payments starting as low as $5 a month. Think about the possibilities. Right? Speed up your move-in process. With a matter of a couple clicks, you'll satisfy your deposit requirement and be ready to move in. Moving out is a breeze. No more hassle with your property manager to get your deposit back. Choose from a variety of payment options. Again, they have flexible payment options. And then get your keys and move in. Let your property know that you've met your moving requirements and you're all set. It says Jetty is available throughout our real estate partners at properties across the country. If you're moving to a new rental home, ask your leasing team if they offer Jetty at your building. So again, that's Jetty at jetty.com. The next one that I have on the list for you guys is OneApp Rentals. OneApp.rentals. I looked at this earlier. It's not really much here, but they do approval assistance for renters. How OneApp Approval Assist works. So what you do is you find a community, search for a participating rental community that accepts OneApp Approval Assist. You're going to submit your rental application to your first choice community, just like you would anywhere else. And if you don't meet the rental criteria, OneApp will support you. It's just like magic. The denial is turned into an approval and you're ready to move in. When you're approved, you'll pay a one-time service fee, and then they'll handle your rental approval to secure your new home. And then they do offer some FAQs, pretty short, to the point, self-explanatory. Leap Easy, leapeasy.com. Now, their deposit replacement program, I don't think it's working. Come down here. It says lease deposit replacement is not currently available on leapeasy.com. Please ask your property manager about Leap, right? So we're not going to pay attention to that. We're going to go to the rent guarantee, right? So you pay a one-time premium to be qualified for your lease. Leap deposit replacement is better than the old way. Deposit replacement substitutes a small monthly fee for a large upfront cash deposit. It's just better. With Leap, you can get into an apartment you actually want, not just the one landlord say you qualify for. Our application takes 5 minutes to complete and can be submitted on your phone, tablet, or computer. Once your application is complete, our team reviews it promptly during business hours to keep your move-in on track. How does a resident get approved for Leap Agile Rent Guarantee? So you have to submit your application. It takes only a few minutes to complete and ask for readily available information. Documents will be requested based on an applicant's profile, and we have integrated with hundreds of thousands of homes across the United States. So your state may be listed. The underwriting review, right? It says that our underwriting team will follow up with the next step in about 30 minutes or less. Additional documents may be required to confirm application data, and then the agreement and payment. Leap will confirm the lease details with the building. Immediately, a payment link is sent via email. When payment is received, the landlord is notified that the rent guarantee process has been completed with proof of coverage. Then they have some testimonials and some FAQs for renters and landlords. All right, and then you can apply right here at Leap Agile Rent Guarantee. You can apply it now. That's Leap Easy at leapeasy.com. It's another one for you guys. Next, I have Rhino. Say Rhino.com. Like it says, Rhino replaces your traditional security deposit with smart, affordable security deposit insurance. And then you can click here to get a quote, get invited to Rhino, compare and choose your policy, move and enjoy your home, move out and take Rhino with you. With the security deposit insurance, you don't need to wait for a refund. Once you find a new place, save on your deposit again by asking about Rhino. You can use them once, you can use them again. So it says Rhino covers your rental just like a cash deposit would without the upfront cost. Rhino works with your property to make sure your coverage is correct and streamlines move in and move out. Some more testimonials. If you need a lease guarantor, and they say they got you, they work directly with your property to guarantee your lease. Here's some Q&As. Policies can start as low as it says here. I can't highlight it, but as it says here, policies start as low as $4 a month. Need a lease guarantor. Maybe your credit's bad, whatever the case might be, you can't get in. You need a cosign. They will act like your guarantor so you can qualify for the rental you love. You also get a quote. If you don't qualify for the lease on your own, Rhino steps in as a guarantor, providing your property owner additional coverage. You pay a smaller fee, your property owner is happy. How does Rhino's guarantor coverage work? With guarantor coverage, Rhino meets your property owner's requirements. This gives them confidence that rent will be paid if you fail to do so. Meet your property's requirement, pricing, personalized to your situation, payment, flexible options like credit or debit, rental support agents available. So now that's Rhino at sayrhino.com. Number 9 list, rentwithcosign.com. Right? Find your perfect rental. This website's a little slow, so just bear with me. Find your perfect rental. Rent with Cosign helps you secure your lease, even if your credit, income, or history holds you back. Again, they're going to cosign for the lease for you. If you guys have bad rental history, bad credit, et cetera, et cetera. So what happens is you get referred by a participating property. Just ask the property if they participate in any of these programs. Apply. Use the Cosign portal to complete your application. You pay the fee to secure your lease. Then you move in. If credit, income, or past rental history has held you back, Cosign steps in as a cosigner, so you can get approved and move into your new home with confidence. They serve new hires, foreign professionals, retirees, self-employed workers, recent graduates, and divorced individuals. As your cosigner, no matter if you're short on income, have less than perfect credit, or have had a hiccup in your rental history, we can help get you into your new home. No cosigner, no problem. We strengthen your application, making it easier to qualify and giving landlords confidence to approve. Easy application. It only takes 1 minute and works on any device, phone, tablet, or computer, designed with your busy schedule in mind. Fast day, same approval, so you get approved in the same day within 30 minutes, as they say. That's Cosign at rentwithcosign.com. And then last on the list, Insurent, right, at insurent.com/renters. Finding a perfect apartment is every city dweller's dream, but only becomes a reality if you can meet strict financial and high credit requirements imposed by landlords, right? If your annual income isn't more than 40 times the monthly rent, if your U.S. credit score is only 630 rather than 700, or if you're foreign with no U.S. credit, or if you aren't currently employed or U.S. or international student, you can find yourself without many options. This is where Insurent steps in to make getting approved a whole lot easier, right? By acting as your lease guarantor, Insurent takes the stress away from getting your dream apartment. Our program eliminates the hassle of getting a suitable cosigner. You can get approved in 30 minutes at the lowest guaranteed prices. You can just apply here. They got some FAQs. You can search some of the buildings that they have, right? Some of the benefits: greater access, over 725,000 apartments, representing over 7,000 buildings in New York, New Jersey, Massachusetts, Illinois, Virginia, Maryland, Nevada, Washington, California, and Florida. And more approvals, right? They provide U.S. and international students, recent graduates, retirees, international employed, the self-employed, relocating persons, and persons with significant cash liquid assets with more approval opportunities. A faster process. Right? Our lease guarantee is fully secured by financial strength of Argonaut Insurance Company, an A-rated, excellent insurance company by AM Best, giving landlords and property owners peace of mind and getting you approved faster. So the process: you have the application form, you fill it out online, send them the paperwork, income and employment verification, identity. So you have to verify your income, verify your identity. If you're self-employed, non-employed, or you have liquid assets, you're going to need to submit a copy of last year's tax return or an accountant's letter, and a copy of your driver's license or passport. Submit a copy of your bank brokerage statement and ID. U.S. and international students, submit a copy of driver's license or passport and visa if non-US, and school ID and parents' passport and income verification or bank letter. Then you're going to get your certificate. It says they usually pre-qualify within 30 minutes and send qualification certificates and issue the guarantee within 24 hours. They provide U.S. and international students, recent graduates, retirees, international employed, the self-employed, relocating persons, and persons with significant cash liquid assets with more approval opportunities. Further down, they have some FAQs where you can learn a little bit more. You can fill out the application and submit it if you like. All right. Rent doesn't automatically help your credit, but the right rent tools do. When you use these platforms correctly, you can build on-time payment history, manage utilization, and even get double credit when rent is paid with a credit card. If you want help with your credit, structuring your credit profile the smart way, check out some of the resources below, and I'll see you in the next video.